What's going on, guys? It's Gothalion, and I'm coming with a little bit of a Borderlands, the pre-sequel information for you. It turns out, in an interview with PC Gamer, Mr. Randy Pitchford was once again giving some PR talks to the people and saying that Borderlands, the pre-sequel, won't be quite as big as Borderlands 2 in size and scope. He said that it'll actually be about as large, if not slightly larger, than Borderlands 1, which in my opinion is just fine, and it's pretty much what I expected. But I wanted to come with this little bit of information because I don't want people to be going in to Borderlands, the pre-sequel, expecting something that is as grand and as large as Borderlands 2, though Borderlands 2 is about, I don't know, like 1.5 times the size of Borderlands 1, maybe 2 times, so I guess it's kind of fitting that Borderlands technically 1.5 is about 1.5 times the size of Borderlands 1. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Brandy also said that they might actually consider a different pricing scale for Borderlands, the pre-sequel, though I would take that with a grain of salt, as Randy has in the past kind of gotten himself into a little bit of trouble with the things he's saying when he's not around the PR managers of Gearbox and 2K. Until we actually hear from 2K on pricing, I wouldn't really count on it being less than a $60 full release title, but I do see it maybe going the route of a $49.99 release title, which I think would be completely fair for something that is about the size of Borderlands 1, considering that is like the better part of a decade-old game. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys are thinking. What would be a fair cost for Borderlands, the pre-sequel, if it ends up being about the size of Borderlands 1, if not just slightly larger than Borderlands 1? Because it's really a long game. On your first time through, you could get like a solid 50, 60 hours out of Borderlands 1 just getting loot and going through the different playthroughs. We haven't heard whether or not Borderlands, the pre-sequel, will be using that playthrough 1 and 2 style or normal mode, true Vault Hunter mode. If they're going to be putting in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, what the situation on that is, I'm not 100% certain on that, and I don't really want to speculate too much of it because I don't want to look like I'm not knowing what I'm talking about. But I am going to continue to say that Mr. Randy Pitchford did say that the size of the game will be somewhere in between Borderlands 1 and 2, but definitely not as big as Borderlands 2. And he did also, in the Gearbox panel at PAX, he actually said the inevitable DLC for Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and whether that means actually campaign DLC, or if we're gonna be seeing new characters, or if it's just gonna be things like the Headhunter packs, you know, because it might be that. But he did make mention of characters and campaign DLC briefly in another interview or something of that like. But again, this is all unconfirmed from 2K marketing, so again, like just grain of salt. How do you guys feel about inevitable DLC? I'm personally fine with it. I like DLC. There's like this like public negative thought against DLC. Like, it's the public perception of DLC is that companies are shipping incomplete games, but if this game is the size of Borderlands 1, that's a complete fucking game, in my opinion. There are so many games that come out at $60 and they don't even offer like a fourth of the play experience that Borderlands 1 did. It was the fucking opus, dude. That game was amazing. And, you know, to get a game that's gonna offer the kind of replay value and scope and size of Borderlands 1 is fine by me. You know, I don't think that we're really missing out here. I don't think that they're pulling the wool over our eyes, and in doing, you know, post-release DLC, I don't think that that's shenanigans. You know, this is a game that's finished. That's further support of the game. I really do not agree with the whole people feeling that developers are releasing unfinished games. I think that's bullcrap, and I don't think that's a fair assumption. I think people are kind of looking a gift horse in the mouth when developers are continuing to support games that we all love. They're still bringing content to a game that we bought, and they're furthering that value that we paid for. You know, that's how I look at it. I look at it as, you know, they're bringing more value for the dollars I spent, and yes, I do have to spend a little bit more, but it's still bringing and pouring more content into an experience that we've all loved and gotten a lot out of. So there's, in my eyes, and it is my opinion, there's no reason to be just negative Nancy's about DLC and the inclusion of DLC into the reality of modern gaming, because it's here to stay. It's not going to change. DLC is going to come. So Mr. Randy Pitchford, recovering it, has said that Borderlands the pre-sequel will be smaller than Borderlands 2 in size and scope, but about the size, if not slightly larger, than Borderlands 1. How do you feel about that? He has also said that there is inevitable DLC coming for Borderlands the pre-sequel. Again, he didn't get stopped by or corrected by 2K marketing or anything. Grain of salt, because it came from Mr. Randy Pitchford. He likes to get really excited about shit, and I'm fine with that. But I just hope it all comes to fruition, because I would love inevitable DLC for Borderlands pre-sequel. How do you guys feel about that? Do you want to see inevitable DLC? Do you want to see characters? What kind of campaign DLC would you like to see? You know, I feel like maybe we could go deeper into the happenings in between Borderlands 1 and 2, and it could be really, really cool. And I feel like they are shipping a full game, so it's, you know, it's on you guys. Let me know how you feel. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys back here, Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel. See you later.